Hi guys, I am Vaishnavi and today I'm going to talk to you about a very important thing. It's a video I've been wanting to make for a very long time. When it comes to beauty and confidence, I feel like hair is one of the most important assets for most of us anyway. And we do tend to struggle a lot with hair problems because of our environment, our lifestyles, because of hormonal changes, because of a multitude of things. Now, there's a lot of information available online, on YouTube, on Google for you to fix your problems. But I would like to tell you that the first thing you should do is go to a trichologist, a doctor, if you're facing anything that is extreme, if it's not normal, if it's not like normal hair fall because of something for a little while. If it's persistent, the first thing you should do is go to a doctor. I am not a trichologist, I'm not even an expert, but I would like to share something about my own hair journey today on this video so that hopefully it helps some of you to at least get an idea of what's happening and what you should do next. Today I'm going to be talking to you about some of the factors that cause hair fall and hair issues and then how to fix them, or at least how I fixed mine. So let's get into it. I've been on sort of a hair journey for the last 6 months. And the backstory is that I had a stress episode where I lost about 1/3 of my hair, and it was the scariest thing I have ever dealt with. Because I couldn't comb my hair, I couldn't rub my scalp for more than 2 seconds. Whenever I would wash my hair, most of it would just come off. Every time I tried styling it, it was a nightmare, and I knew I had to fix it right away. You know that every time anybody goes through a thing with their hair, the first thing you do is stress about it. So the first thing I would like to tell you is that stop stressing about it, stop fixating on it, because it's going to make the problem worse. Again, I'm not an expert, but this is what I went through, and I think I've managed to recover my hair at least a little bit. I can see some results. The reason you see a lot of flyaways and a lot of damaged ends is because they're now growing back, and I'm trying to fix the damage that's done here as well. So every time you have a hair fall issue or anything that goes wrong with your hair, firstly consult a doctor if it's extreme. Secondly, maybe think about all of these things that I'm going to mention. Maybe one of these is your problem. Firstly, have you switched any of your shampoos, conditioners, hair products, or have you introduced any new products in your hair care? This includes sprays, styling oils, and heat protectants, and any masks, anything that you put on your scalp, lengths of your hair, literally anything. Maybe there's an ingredient in there your hair is not liking, so maybe try switching it back once and see if it reduces. Might be the problem. Second is excess heat styling. Have you been damaging and abusing your hair? Have you been doing that? Check. The next thing you need to look into is any major lifestyle changes. That includes sleep, travel, diet, workout, timings, anything related to lifestyle. If you don't have enough nutritious food, you've gone on a diet, every time you transition into a new phase of your life, it takes some time for your body to adjust. And sometimes that leads to hair fall. Think about if you've been sick or unwell recently and now you've recovered, but now you're facing hair fall. It might be a post recovery situation and it will come back to normal. Another thing is hormonal changes or pregnancy or anything related to your hormones. I have noticed in that case you also get a little bit of an issue with your skin. Maybe you get acne around your jaw. You'll feel when there's a change in your body. So keep an eye out for that. That might also be one of the main reasons of your hair loss, hair thinning, flaking scalp, or any other hair problem. The next thing is kind of overlooked by women in general. You need to check if it's hereditary, if hair thinning runs in your family. Because men generally do pay attention to male pattern baldness, but women don't think about it. It might be hereditary. In that case, you definitely need to seek help. You need to go to a doctor and figure this out. The next point is something I would recommend to everyone: to get your blood work done. These tests will definitely tell you if you have any deficiencies like vitamin D3, B12, anything that can be easily fixed. Next point is something that happened with me for sure, is water change. You need to see if the water in your bathroom is soft or hard. Suddenly, if it changes from normal water, corporation water, to a tanker or a bore well, it will mess with your hair for sure. There will be build up in your scalp, there will be hair fall. I think that just happens with pretty much everybody who goes through that little water change. You get a little meter on Amazon to check if the water is hard or soft or what the level is. I might link it down for you, maybe that'll help, but that's an important factor. Fix it. Okay, let me know if I've missed any point here in the comments below. I try to cover most of it, whatever I could think of, because this is a list I made for myself when I was trying to figure out what caused my hair loss. This list is going to make it easier for you to figure it out. Moving on to the most important section of this video is how I fixed it. The first thing I did is, after weeks of stressing about it, I stopped trying to fix it. Kind of figured it out that this was because of stress, and I started working on de-stressing in general, which meant that I couldn't worry too much about the hair fall. I was patient with it. I kept my calm. That's the first and the most important thing that I did. Now, simultaneously, I started working on a bunch of things that I still follow, not just for my hair, but for my overall health. These were essential. I started having more protein in my diet. So whatever sources of protein, if you're a non-vegetarian, your chicken and eggs. If you're a vegetarian, your paneer and tofu and soy. But I'm telling you, just dal is not the solution. Add more protein, more fiber, cut down the sugar, cut down the processed and junk food, and you'll be fine. You don't need to go on crash diets or anything. But this is mainly from the point of view of nutrition, because your hair and everything in your body needs good protein and good nutrition. It's not just like आप बालों पे काम करना शुरू करेंगे और बाकी सब चीजें भूल जाएंगे. It doesn't work like that. The next thing I did is I switched my water. Now, because I was desperate, I used to call for cans of mineral water to just wash my hair. It's not the best solution. You can maybe get a water softener if hard water is your problem. You get a lot of these fittings on Amazon or wherever in your hardware store to make the water better. Or maybe you can just use the filtered water from your kitchen. That's a switch I made. I switched back to my regular water immediately almost. But maybe you want to try that out. I started being super gentle with my hair. I used to manhandle my hair full, and I used to tie them with a scrunchie, which I stopped doing entirely. I just use claw clips and satin big scrunchies now because they're the most gentle on your hair. You put it in tight ponytails, put it up in a bun over here the entire day, your head hurts, your hair is getting just tried and tested on how strong they are. Don't do that. Just be super, super gentle. Try to use silk or satin pillowcases. You've heard this a million times. I don't do that because it is so hot to sleep on a silk or satin pillowcase. You just sweat through the night. So I don't do that, but a more gentler fabric would be nice for your hair. I also found out that I was deficient in vitamin D3, which I have been on and off for a while over the years. I did realize that that was one of those important things that I needed to do, because D3 also affects your mental health a little bit. When you start feeling low and lethargic and just sad in general, might be a vitamin deficiency. Every time I fix my vitamin situation, my energy levels get better. I start feeling more lively and happier. And it also helps with the hair. So these are the things I did while I was in that phase of losing my hair. It stopped in about a month and a half. But after that, these are the steps that I've been taking to recover my hair now that the hair fall is a little under control. And honestly, because it was stress related, it just reduced drastically one day, because whatever hair was supposed to fall out had fallen out and there was literally not much left. I'm going to insert some pictures to show you just how bad it was. And now I have started getting all this new hair growth. If you can see, all of this is new. So I'm doing something right. The next thing is oiling. Now, oiling is not for everybody. My problem with oiling was that I have a flaky scalp, and the oil would just never seep into my scalp ever. It would just kind of stay on the surface, and it did more harm than good because I had to aggressively scrub it out of my head while shampooing, and I would lose more hair. See what oils work for you. You've heard everybody say put coconut oil, nariyal ka tel laga lo. It didn't work for me. I have never had a good feeling after putting coconut oil in my hair. There are a few oils that I have tried. I will make a separate video about hair oiling maybe, because I don't know a lot about it yet. But I found this anti flake oil. in one of the beauty stores here, and it has a bunch of different oils. I'm gonna write it down over here. It's a mixture of all of these oils, and I use it just on my scalp. Scalp oiling and hair oiling is different. You'll find a lot of nice videos on YouTube. Do your own research, see what your hair type is. You'll find it, I promise. Next, I started a hair growth serum. I started using the Minimalist hair growth serum on my scalp at night. I use it about 3 or 4 times a week just in my scalp, and use one of those scrubbers to really work it in, not in a harsh way, just slightly massage my scalp. It also helps with blood circulation and really works the product into your scalp. That has definitely made my new hair grow faster. Can't tell you how much this particular serum helped, but it did help. It's not oily or anything. You can just work it in, it dries up, you can sleep off. No problems at all. The silicone brush that I mentioned is very gentle on your hair. I use it to massage my scalp when I oil it, when I put my serum, and when I wash my hair. It helps with my flaking quite a bit. The next thing is something my hairstylist begged me to do for my hair. She said, why aren't you using a conditioner properly? Just use a conditioner, it's going to be fine. Whenever I used to go on set, I would never condition my hair and go, because usually hairstylists tell you not to condition your hair. And I would just do it because it's easier for the hairstylist to style your hair like that when it's not slippery and slidey. But it's not good for your hair. I do not skip conditioner. Any conditioner. The current one I'm using is the Love Beauty Planet. Great results. Now, I tried using a leave-in conditioner, but I don't know a lot of good leave-in conditioners. The one that I love using is the L'Oreal Dreamlens one. I've done a short on it a very long time back, and it's still one of my favorites. I recently tried the Love Beauty Planet leave-in conditioner. Not my type at all. I didn't love it, but it was meant for a different hair texture. Maybe that's why it didn't work for me. And this I'm talking about the leave-in conditioner. The Love Beauty Planet conditioner in the shower is great. One more thing that I've added to my hair care routine is exfoliating my scalp really, really well. Now I do this with the help of a glycolic acid toner. I'm not going to give you too much information on that in this video because I'm going to make a separate video about it. Half knowledge is not good. It's going to be super damaging if I give you the wrong information in this video. But yes, if you do have an exfoliating routine that works for you, one of those scrubs or a scalp treatment, go for it. It's important that you clear out all the buildup and the flakiness on your scalp and wash it using a clarifying shampoo once a week. Now, clarifying shampoos, what they do is get rid of your buildup in your hair. So use it sparingly, don't use it every day, but a clarifying shampoo is the way to go. I'll link mine below. I use it once a week. That's it. And I get regular hair trims. I go to my hairstylist. I usually just ask her to chop off an inch, inch and a half. That's it. But she usually guides me, telling me, okay, you don't need to do this much right now, or yes, you do need to chop off a little bit more for it to look fuller and healthier. I've been the kind of person who goes to the hairstylist once in 2 years for a little trim. I need to cut it at least once in 6 months now if I want it to look healthier and fuller and be of a nice equal length how I like it. Split ends are not going to magically fuse together. There are some bond repair treatments that help. But if it's already damaged, you gotta cut it off and then take good care so that it doesn't happen again. Okay, we're finally towards the end of this video. I'm going to link all the products. You can just take my advice and not get the product. Also, I'll be posting shorts regularly on my hair journey, so follow for more. And thank you for listening to me this entire time. Hope this helped somebody.